Right? Okay, but now let's go back to this.
Since 1850, when the Jews got all the political rights in Germany, in the German Reich, they have...
So from my understanding how corporations work, there's a board. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure people have been trying to push this through, but at one point the board said okay. Right. So my question is, who is on Amazon board and who was the one that said
pushed this and said it was okay?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
That's it. Right. But it's the whole movement of society. Mm-hmm. This is what's being pushed on us. Okay? Yeah. But now watch this. This is California School District forbids parents to remove their kids from graphic sex ed class. Watch this. California passed a law in 2015 known as the California Healthy Youth Act, part of which expanded and overhauled sexual education classes to include information about homosexuality, gender, identity issues, and abortion, and which is just now being implemented in schools across the state. The new sex ed course is intended to help students develop healthy attitudes with regard to such issues as gender and sexual orientation, while also informing students about the effectiveness of various contraceptives and spurring an objective discussion about parenting, adoption, and abortion. According to the Lifesite News, there are some parents who don't want their children to be exposed to everything the curriculum offers. There's plenty to object to. The curriculum includes a study guide about the transgender issues and the sexual health toolkit, which teaches young students about such things as sex toys and inappropriate teaching. Downplay such point notions as abstinence and virginity and relies heavily. Remember, one of the laws of Satanism is indulgence. So they don't want to deal with abstinence, teaching the kids abstinence, and about virginity and all of that stuff, right? So then Planned Parenthood. 2015 law recognized that parents and guardians have the ultimate responsibility for imparting values regarding youth sexuality to their children, and as such had expressly allowed for parents and guardians to exclude their children from participation in the courses as a whole without any sort of penalty. However, if parents allow their children to take the course at all, they can only keep their children from some aspects, specifically dealing with the physical organs. Otherwise, the children must be exposed to every part of it, including sex toys and anal sex and homosexuality. Parents will be in no position to object. That's because stating in the law specifically exists when the parents opt out. Power, instruction materials, presentation, and will discuss gender identity, gender expression, sexual orientation, discrimination, harassment, bullying, intimidation, relationships with family, and do not discuss human reproductive organs and their function.
Western Journal, we unapologetic.
So the only thing you can pull your children out of is just the basic physical organs. All that other stuff,
right?
They just push it down your child's face and
right.
And you gotta just you lost your mind.
Oh no, this is all over. In kindergarten, they got in Chicago they have mandatory sex education class for kindergarten. Okay, but now watch. Now look at this stuff that they're putting in front of our kids. This was a show that was on Cartoon Network. All right, and I watched some of the behaviors of students in school, young students, starting early. But look at what they're consuming. Because remember, you are what you eat.
The isosceles triangle has two congruent sides.
a lot of people don't know that Cartoon Network turns into the Adult Swim at 9 o'clock, and they start showing adult cartoons. So my thing is this, wait a minute, this is on purpose, because if I wanted to show adult cartoons, why not just make a separate station? Why am I going to put it on the station that the kids
They
are
know
watching?
the kids
all
are
day
already
long?
watching.
Right?
Yeah.
Parent walk past the room. What you doing in there? Oh, I'm watching Cartoon Network. Okay. Right? Right? But not knowing what their kids are watching. All right? But watch this. So what is that doing to the mind of a child?
Parents
Got
are
little
doing
sisters.
it too, because I think of social media, or one of them, they had the 2-year-olds and the 3-year-olds twerking. I don't even know what, I twerking, what is that? But they had them on there twerking.
But
The parents had them on there.
Yes. But that's because they're programmed. They are programmed to think that this is, I mean, because this whole twerking thing, that then went all throughout society. They had little
It's
bears
okay.
during the holiday times, toy bears that you could buy that you twerking.
Well, look at the
Right.
one doing the toilet paper commercial, turning around talking about my honey slut. What kind of commercial is that?
But remember what the man said? What did he say? He said that they filled Germany with all of this decadence. Right? But now, here we go. Watch this. This, and I'm sorry, I gotta show this to y'all though. Alright? But this is a trailer from a new movie that just came out about a month ago to video. Alright? Watch this. Watch what they're doing to our kids.
Hey kids, as you know, I am one of the producers on your movie Good Boys, and unfortunately I'm here with bad news. You guys cannot watch the trailer for your own movie.
What? Are you serious? Are you kidding?
It's just too messed up for kids your age. There's drugs, there's violence, there's swearing, and although we've decided it's okay for you to do these things in the movie, you can't watch yourselves do them in the trailer.
That's fucked up.
Oh, it is fucked up.
Yeah.
You can say that. You can't watch yourself say that. That's fucked up. Welcome to Hollywood.
And this guy, Seth Rogen, horrible. If you see some of the stuff that he puts out, terrible. But it really makes you think about what this man said. Watch this.
I found all these weapons in my parents' closet. Think your parents let me wear this for Halloween?
A knobby?
It's Japanese for nunchucks, motherfucker. Oh, fuck. Are you okay?
You smell like shit.
And who would be watching this movie?
Kids.
Kids. Right? Rated R. But they know ain't nobody monitoring what they're watching.
I'm having a party tomorrow. You in? Yeah. Can Thor and Lucas come? They're my best friends. We do everything together. They're so random. 2 weeks into 6th grade, I'm already a social piranha. Sippy cup. Sippy cup. Does this look like a sippy cup? No, it's a fucking juice box. Because I'm not a fucking child. You do not want to go to Soren's party not knowing how to kiss. We can spy on my neighbor. She's a total nymphomaniac.
Hey, Stranger Things, go fuck yourself!
I need to get a closer look.
What the fuck? This is what happens when you don't respect women.
I respect women. My mom's my best friend.
What about me?
But profanity has become normalized.
Yep.
Those kids are in the schoolyard, and you think it's a Richard Pryor concert. Them jokers are in there cursing up a storm.
That's right, they walk on the floor like that.
Brother Nassim, Brother Nassim, Sister Till, a couple of other brothers came to my school's career day. right? He said one of the one of the people that was there asked him. He said, well, it was one of the career persons that came in to talk to the kids. He said, what do you want to do when you get older? Answer was, make money in FBs. But this is what's going on, and it's like, and I'm seeing Muslim children doing this stuff because they're not really being taught. They're not really being taught. So it's just like Halloween, they're just dressing up. We gotta teach our children.
Like was he telling us the other week about the little 6-year-old she was doing?
Right, but see, it's 8:04. Y'all want to stop here?
Yeah, I gotta head up.
All right, so
thank you.
Yeah, we'll continue because I had to finish making these connections for you. Yeah. But when you see some of this other stuff, you're like, wow. All right, this is disgusting.
It is.
I brought up the point about the young people watching the video games in the library because we do have an impact.
Oh yeah.
Just the people that we see.
That's right.
If like I'm on buses sometimes where older people get annoyed and they just go to the front of the bus and they say like kids are bad. And we underappreciate how much impact we can have because those kids are, the stories are attractive because they want stories. They want people to feed into them. And now young people feel like, especially young girls on those buses, sit next to me. Because they don't know what's about to jump off on that bus. And they just feel safer just to like sit next to me.
But see, the thing that we have to remember is that another name for a television show is a television program. And they are programming us to accept ideas that we would have never accepted before. They bombard us with it. You see how much homosexuality and all this perversion and stuff that they're pushing on us. So we got to wake up and understand what is being done, what's being done. And the thing is like, if we teach our children to follow the principles of Islam, it will protect them. But if we're not teaching them.
Is there a version of this class that we could present to younger people? Like this was a bit much for me, honestly.
Oh yeah. Oh well, see, I don't pull no punches.
I appreciate it, but I'm saying, this is people that value it.
Right.
I feel in some way this nugget could be presented to younger people.
Oh yeah.
In a way that they can at least start thinking critically about what they're exposing themselves to.
Mm-hmm. But see that's the thing. Sometimes when you do that, some of them do. It does pop. I had a young lady that was in my class, and I would teach them, and she would sit there and watch, ask some questions sometimes, and then she became a rapper. So then she actually put me in one of her songs. She actually wrote verses about me in her song. So I was like, wow. It was like a tremendous honor to me because it was like she was paying attention.
Right. You had an impact.
Yeah, it had an impact. Go ahead, good brother.
Thank you.
Maybe what we can do is we can take the knowledge and then like pass it on to children when they get home. Like maybe filter it out.
Right.
Like say, maybe I can say this, maybe I should like word this a little bit differently when we go home and teach them.
Exactly. Most definitely, but that's the whole thing. You take it and spread it.
That's what I've been doing. I've been sending stuff to my sons about different things that I just learned, especially about the fluoride, the different things with the corn.
I just got a flu shot. I thought about it for like a month. I thought about it, and I ended up doing it because I work with young people and elders, and I actually see a lot of people on the bus. I take the bus also. I don't have a car. I see a lot of people sick on the bus, and I made a choice, and I'm just thinking about.
Stuff.
But if you notice, like on cigarettes now, they have to put on there, this will kill you. Or some countries, they put pictures of people that have deformed faces from cigarettes. But what's deep about that is that they do that for cigarettes, but fluoride, if you notice, they make it seem like this is like, guess what?
Yep.
This has fluoride.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's fluoride in here, you know what I'm saying? It might mess you up a little bit, but if you want to brush your teeth, they'll be like, guess what? It's super fluoride.
But check this out. Watch this. This is what's so interesting. On the back, what it says, only use a small pea-sized amount.
Pea-sized amount.
But if you watch the commercial, they making that joint like ice cream
Yeah.
cone.
Yeah.
Right? Because they know people do what they see. Right? So this is the game. People have to understand the power of media, the power of television, right? Because we do what we see.
Unbelievable.
All right, so we'll close out with the sword to the clause. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahu samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad.
What were some of the other things from the fluoride? I know it causes brain damage, liver damage.